I'm a living example of you can get punched in the face and get back up, because I'm the modern day Aztec warrior.
Yeah, I'm spitting it heavy, the mission is steady. Your bitches are jelly, I'm ditching the petty. You're digging for pennies, I'm itching and ready. I open my heart when I listen to Shetty. I'm bold like a boss, but I'm little like Debbie. I know what the boss, I got richer than Getty. I'm holding the guap and I'm whipping the Yeti. Yeah, Kari can play with advanced moves. I'm fucking my girl and her man too. I'm taking the ball like the Randu. My soul is the one that I can't lose. I soak up the sun like a sand dune. I'm holding up love with the bamboo. I'm rolling the blunt by the candle. Taking the game, running it back without taking a drink. Yeah, I'm the one and I'm making a wave. Rolling the blunt and I'm blazing a J. I'm escaping the brain, go straight for the cake. I'ma take to the bank, now taking a break. I'm made for the race, I pray for the day. I wake with a bake in a great estate. Are you living in a box? I'm bigger than a box. I'm spitting to supply my bread. My vision on the top is living like a boss when I kick it in a nice white jet. I'm quicker with the bars, I'm wishing with the one. Yeah, I'm dipping to the bar, I guess. I'm switching like LeBron when I spit it in a song. My mission is to try my best. Taking a stab, but I came with a bat. I be chasing to grab my goals. If you hate in the back and you ain't with the facts, don't be faking and act like bros.
Welcome back to MMA Underground, your favorite part of Tuesday. I'm one half of the dynamic duo killing it, known as Buddy V, with the one and only
Sam K. And man, we have two great guests in the building tonight, all the way from StreetBeefs West Coast. Heavyweight boxing champion Doughboy is in the building. All the way from StreetBeefs Scrapyard, we have the one, the only Ken Dog in the building.
How y'all doing today?
Ryan is with the shits already.
So y'all having a good night so far?
Yeah, it was a mad dash to get home.
I've been training all day, so I'm pretty tired.
Nice. Well,
I'm feeling that from both of y'all.
Fun times. Oops. Got a little lag on my end for a second. Sorry. I forgot to reset my modem. That might be me. But yeah, we're here. We got West Coast. We got Scrapyard. We got a fun time for you. And once again, you got West Coast and Scrapyard. So, it's twice the fun whenever you're in the house. And to start things off, we always have different ways. I'm curious, because I was actually going to ask Ken Dog. I was looking back through some of your fights, and I can't believe I never realized that you had actually changed your name through some of your fights. So I was very curious if I could ask why.
So Ken Tom is just like my drunken hillbilly alias that my friends would say. When you get drunk, a different side comes out. I don't know. It's just a stupid name. I didn't want to even create a name, to be honest. I wanted to just do my one fight and be done. The whole reason why I really got into it was, to be honest, I got dumped. And I was like, on the same day, my cousin Anthony came home. He's like, look what I did today. And like, that's how I redeemed myself. And I don't know, I just kind of fell in love with it. So I don't know, after my fourth fight, Somke, that's where I met you. Buddy, I think I met you at my first fight. I just got the shit beat out of me for 3 rounds. Didn't go down though. And then my fourth fight was my second loss. I'm not sure if you left Somke before I fought that day, but it was a banger. It was a good fight.
What was your opponent's name?
The American Dragon.
Yeah, I left before then. Unfortunately, I wanted to stay for the whole show.
That was my favorite fight that I've done. I've done 5, and I'm not quitting anytime soon. I just kind of. So, anyways, everyone said that I got the dog in me, so I was like, I've been called Ken Dog before, so I said, fuck it. It sounds better than Ken Tom, so I don't know. It's still a stupid name, but it's all I got.
It's your name.
So that's what I'm going with now.
Hell yeah, that was blessed by the people,
Yeah, I had a girlfriend call me Ken Dog one time, and I was like, I like that. I'll go with that. Yeah, and then I had to get the dog in me. I had to get the dog first before I could get the name. So I don't know. I do my best.
Oh yeah.
And Doughboy. Oh, go ahead, buddy.
No, you go. It's all good.
Now I was just gonna switch over to Doughboy. We've had you on the show before. I know we've talked about your name. I definitely, for the people who don't know, I want you to talk about your name as well. But bro, you've evolved to a point, man. I know you seen me call you this bread man. You know, I just see Breadman at this point. You know what I'm saying? But talk to us about the name Doughboy.
It's kind of random. Like I'm kind of like I like was self conscious about me being fat, so like I kind of chose the name Doughboy because I figured, you know, might as well just be open about it so it can't be an insult.
Mhm.
Like I really like that name. Just some people have tried to get me to change it for like a long time, but I'm gonna keep that name forever because it means a lot to me.
Hell
I
yeah.
like that. I like that. Now, what do you say to you know, the evolution of Doughboy? Because we've seen Doughboy in many fights at this point, and you've gone from a few losses to champion at this point. So talk to us about that.
Man, like taking like 3 or 4 like losses to begin with, like my first few times was just like emotionally devastating. Like I didn't believe in myself at all. Was literally just about to quit. Then I fought Eon the Defiant, and I kind of just like got the spark in me, the want to win, I guess
Hmm.
you could say. And like I have not lost it. I now just like have a major fear of losing. I feel like, and it's just like I would like to be champion for a really long time.
I like to hear
Uh,
that.
lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been put into this. Not gonna let that just get taken away easily.
Yeah, not all in vain.
And that's perfect because that's I was kind of gonna segue like Somke because we were talking when I first met Ken Dog was I was gonna try to pass out a couple of Joel shirts, get people to wear them, and he specifically said, "Let me get better first. I don't know after this fight." And that's one of the reasons why I'm really glad that we get to have you back on too at the same time. Is because like, he gets to hear that because to me, I brought up your journey, and it is crazy how you went and you lost a few fights to now becoming a title holder and the level of growth, the change that people see, the discipline, and not just the physical going to the gym and eating right, but if you want to even touch on some of that like the mental discipline, and that could go for both of you because now you've had a plenty of fights as well, because I know people don't get to see that, when we're alone, when we're at our breaking point. And yeah, when you're in a gym, when you're training with people, you have people who kind of push you past those limits, but when we're alone, when you're here and you're really doubting yourself to be able to pull yourself out, how do you kind of get yourself out of those situations, because that's something I know a lot of fighters don't talk about, but every fighter I know has gone through. So I mean, you want to continue going, Doughboy, or
um, I guess I don't know. I've never really had a gym to train in. I mostly train in my backyard. So like I'm always by myself and I'm always like I guess fighting my mental demons. Like every single time I'm training because it's I don't know. I've noticed it's like when you're training by yourself a lot like I do, like it gets so hard to actually keep discipline and just like stay focused, like doing what you're doing. And it's like I don't know. It feels like a lot of pressure all the time. And like I feel like I totally like I don't know, want to quit all the time, but like I just keep going
I'm
because
talking about?
I don't know.
That's
I don't feel
kudos
like
to you,
quitting.
bro. Kudos to you, because most people won't find that motivation to continue. I for one, I do a lot of training with other people, but by myself as well. And I've been there, where you really got to push yourself and be disciplined, to continue. But I think, man, it's great because you literally got better, and by yourself. And that doesn't happen very often at all. That says a lot about you. And imagine if you had a coach, you had a gym, you had a fight team. You know what I mean? Like, and you're still young. You know what I mean? The sky's the limit.
That'd be a dream.
But Ken Dog, if you want to answer your part on the question.
You'll have to remind me what the question was, to be honest.
How you kind of fight through those mental demons that try to pull you down throughout training?
I've always liked working out, but I think that the hunger to win is what keeps me going. You know, I really need work on like my footwork and my technique and all that stuff. You know, I've kind of proven to myself that I can get hit in the face really fucking hard a lot of times and not go down. So I mean, I think I got that part down, but and you know, I can always get better at it. But I don't know. I mean, I think everyone, like, this goes to you, Doughboy. We all got demons that we battle, man. And to be honest, the more I work out, the less I drink. So, and the less I drink, the better my life goes. You know, it's caused me a lot of trouble, like with the law and everything, in my life, and that's why this is an outlet for me to just, you know, stay on the right path and stay healthy. You know, I don't know. And also, I don't got any fucking friends here in Washington because I'm from Oregon. So this is pretty much the only way I've been able to make any friends. So since I started on StreetBeefs, now I got people to hang out with, people to talk to all the time. It's just been a total life-changing experience for me. And then when I go back home, all my buddies like, bro, that was a badass fight last. You know, they always hyping me up. So it's more reason for me because it's the social aspect of it is probably the biggest reason why I like fighting is to make friends. I mean, the best friends. Like, what better way to be close to someone than to fight them and then know, like, okay, well, if shit ever goes down, I know you got my back because I know what you're capable of. I know you're not a pussy. So, it's just the respect level that's built here is what I'm addicted to, and that's what keeps me coming back. I get really depressed when I'm injured and I can't fight. Like right now, it doesn't look like it, but I have a broken nose. Well, we don't know if it's broken. I've got health insurance, but before the last event, what was it on the 20th, 23rd or something last month?
23rd, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I went there, but I couldn't fight because I had two fucking black eyes. It was all from a barbecue. That's actually on YouTube as well. When I got my nose busted. It was the sparring event before the weekend before. Every fight's one punch away, and I was putting in work against Chongo. And
wow.
Chongo.
Chongo's good, man. And we were bad. It wasn't sparring; it was a fight. I mean, I'm just gonna put it at that.
Yeah.
Like it always turns into a fight. So we were battling it out, and he just got me with one left hook. And I tried to duck back, but it just landed right on my nose, only my nose, and you could hear it through the music, and it just starts gushing like a faucet. And I'm like, whatever. I'm done sparring today because I don't think I can take any more hits like that. And the next day, just two black eyes. I'm like, oh yeah, it's busted. So I went to the event just to hang out and watch, but I can't fight. Even this coming event, I can't. So, but for me, I mean, whether the time is right, buying a house and getting on that fucking wall this year is what's going to happen for me. And I'm manifesting that shit. I'm getting on that wall. I'm going to come in as, you know, buddy, you saw what I had when I first started. I mean, I was all tensed, you know, I barely even knew how to throw a punch. I've never been in a fight in my entire life. And I'm 33 now. Never been in a fight. I don't know. I just don't get picked on. I'm pretty tall and I feel like I just look like I'm a dick. So, I don't get really challenged. I don't get challenged a lot. So I went through my life without really ever fighting at all. So I just wanted to do this to see what I got. And now it's more of like Doughboy said, you're hooked. You can't quit. I mean, this is you. This is what you do now. So these are my friends. These are my family. And, you know, it blows my mind that we can be like the best of friends and then get out there and try to kill each other for 6 minutes. But
yeah,
it's
then
all
come
out of
back
love.
to your friends.
Yep, and come back even better friends right after. So that's why I do it. Also, I work with a bunch of drug addict losers, and they piss me off pretty bad. So I'm gonna give them a shout out. My next win, I'm gonna say shout out to my tweaked out coworkers, because without you guys, I wouldn't have the anger in me to get in here and cage fight. So they'll get my next shout out.
Ken Dog, I wanted to ask you, bro. How did you find out about the scrapyard? How did you get involved?
I had no idea what it was about. But Buddy V, do you remember Onyx?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my cousin. I live with him.
What? Okay, all right. What's up, Onyx?
Yeah. I don't know if he's watching. But he's literally 50 feet away from me right now. We all live together in a big ass house. Our whole family is great. So anyways, like I said, I got dumped by my girl. We were oil and water, and he comes home like 20 minutes after she leaves the house with all of her stuff, and he's like, "Look what I did today." That's how it happened right there. And I just said, that's what I got to do. I got to go do I got to do my one fight to prove something to myself, whatever it is. And got my ass beat, and I was like, "Whew, I did it." I said I was gonna do it. I did it. And he's like, "Are you going next month?" I'm like, "Fuck no, dude. Why go get beat up for fun, you know?" And he's like, "Maybe you'll win." I'm like, all right, I'm in. And I did it.
Love it.
Yep. And I went right up until that fight where I met you, Samke, and I tore my shoulder in that fight. So then I was down for 3 months, letting it heal, and I make a comeback on my 5th fight. I definitely won. I'm not going to say anything disrespectful, because I'm not like that. But I definitely won, and I was hooked again, because that was kind of a deciding factor for me. I'm like, I'm either going to lose this fight and hang the gloves up, or I'm going to win and I'm going to gain momentum. So I won, and I've been training my ass off ever since then. But obviously, after breaking my nose, I gotta take another leave of absence for a couple months. So I'll be back though.
Health is first.
Yep.
You gotta heal up. Yeah, you push it too hard, you'll get hurt. Have to wait twice as long. Ooh.
Oh yeah, and it's like I said, I don't got health insurance, so I can't really go get my nose checked out. But if I push on it, it cracks and stuff. So it ain't ready to get punched again.
Yeah, nah.
You finna have one of these, my friend.
Really?
Yeah.
I had a perfect nose, but it comes with comes with territory.
Sorry, Mom, the nose is messed up now.
Yep.
You know.
So what was that question I saw over in the comments real quick? I saw 4-ounce gloves have been a thing on the West Coast a little bit more outside of MMA and stuff. Would you ever do something like that, though, boy? We need to know for the people.
I've only ever used 12 ounce, so I don't know how I'd feel about it.
I want to, but at the same time, I ain't that tough, man. I ain't that tough.
It's a different fight. Crazy? It's a different fight for sure.
Yeah.
They ring your bell a little. Yeah, they ring different. You know, you get hit with a boxing glove and your head could be like, snap, and you're right there. You know, some of those ones with the 4 ounces, snap, and then all of a sudden you're blinking and the second one's almost there. You're like, shit, let me go this way. Woo!
Yeah, I just ain't ready for that.
But to pay a compliment to both y'all. I mean, you both, the level of skill I've seen from your first fight to now. I mean, I feel like your stance, your overall form, the way your composure is overall just amazing. And then Doughboy, the thing I was gonna ask you is, because what caught my attention is your hand speed. Have you been working on your hand speed, or is it just a result of training hard? Because I truly feel that you did go a next level up. As I was watching you punch, I felt like you were getting there a lot quicker than normal, and your opponent wasn't anticipating that. And I was like, oh shit. I thought I was watching anime. Like, just, oh yeah.
I've been really trying to work on my punch speed, honestly. But I've been trying not to lose form when I do it. I feel like for my last fight, my title fight, I didn't really work on form like I should have, which I feel like it showed in the fight. But I've been really working on my hand speed and reflexes for this fight coming up this month. I've been really trying to like get back to like being lightning fast over here. My girlfriend was trying to make a joke to me earlier. She's all, "You gotta hit him and say ka-chow, Lightning McQueen style." I was like,
Hell
"All right,
yeah.
I got you."
Is there anything you're doing specific that you see that's helping you improve your speed?
Basically repetitive, like doing Mayweather style drills, basically where it'll just be like 5 minute like periods of me just hitting the bag over and over again, ones and twos, going to like hooks and uppercuts,
That's
trying
hard.
to work on the overhand too in the middle of it. But um, other than that, I've been using 5 pound weights to try and like increase my speed because that's what I used before to get so fast was my 5 pound weights because I used to just use them every day,
Hmm.
like during like I'd be in the middle of a game because I play a lot of games, or
Me
like
too.
take a break from work, just straight up just start messing around with the 5 pound weights.
Do you think those little like waistband with the bungee cords to go to your arms and the legs, those work?
I've had one before. They are excellent. I would say like to work on like hand speed and whatnot, like
Yeah.
even footwork speed. Like like if you're not doing kickboxing anyway, like it's really helpful all around exercise.
Even for boxers.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would
100%.
actually say because I use those, so I would say it's more effective than the weights because you're not dealing with the tension on your joints.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Only
healthier, for your
yeah,
body.
because that weight you're holding it and it's trying to bring you down, So
Yeah, yeah.
you're okay. I'm gonna pick one up then.
Speed
I
and
would say
power,
around
bro.
like 50 to like $70 probably.
It
Yeah.
depends because you can buy the individuals or you can buy a set where each resistant band is bigger and stronger than the other. So it just
Oh,
depends.
Oh. I got one for my door frame one time, but I lost it. It's like shortly after I bought it, I moved. But yeah, you put it like in the door jamb, then you close your door, but similar where you just have the single handle, then that way you could just sit there and work on your like hooks really and straights, and that's about it. I mean, you can't really do anything else with it.
Yeah, actually, I got
That
a
was a
full
cheap
body
buy.
one for every limb. It attaches, you wear it like a belt and then it goes to every limb. And again, you get that full body, uh, resistance,
because
and
it's
that helps.
constant resistance. You're always fighting it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yep.
yeah.
That's why I want the hyperbolic time chamber or something, give me some Dragon Ball Z times 10 gravity times 20, coming out, jumping over buildings on accident, like, oh, I'm too strong. My bad.
We about to do push-ups. We about to do push-ups. Let's go.
Yeah.
The I had one of those box balling things, and I got where you put it around your head and you hit the
Oh
ball.
yeah, that's
Yeah, I
good.
had one of those, dude. I can't get past like 4 hits, and then one time I got cocky. I was out at a party and I brought it, and I hit it really fucking hard, and it came back. It gave me the biggest black eye, dude. I didn't tell anyone about it. It's like, damn, who hit you? I'm like, random guy. I didn't have the heart to tell my coworkers that I dotted my own eye with one of those. After that, I got rid of it. I'm like, fuck this thing. I didn't get any better at fighting because of it. Just got a black eye.
Damn.
Oh, see, before I ask this next question that King Cal asked in the comments, I remember one time I was working out and I had one of those spring bars. So you literally just take it, but it's the old school, like my uncle had it from back in the day. So it's just a huge metal spring. And I remember working out, it was towards the end, and I didn't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, so good. And I didn't wear gloves and my hands were really sweaty. It was at the end of the workout. And I remember I was pushing down, I bent over and my hand slipped. And I remember when that thing came back and smacked me on the side of my face,
No.
I don't think I used it again for a whole year. I was
Dude,
like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
that would
makes you
hurt.
mad.
Oh yeah.
That had to be extremely painful.
Yeah, those things have some resistance, bro.
I
Damn.
was in pain. Yeah. But King Cal asked, which for the both of you, who's hit you the hardest ever?
Mm.
Since we're gonna talk about getting hit, at least by somebody, not something inanimate.
Girlfriend's not allowed.
I would say, I don't know. I feel like the person that hit me the hardest is still Cimarron because, like, that was my first fight. But I swear to God, my girlfriend had to help me get up out of bed for like a whole week after the fight. Like, I literally couldn't get out of bed without help. So, like, I don't think anyone else has hit me that hard. Like,
Jeez.
Shout out to Cimarron. That's my teammate, man. Go Red Lion. Let's go.
I'd love to see Cimarron come back soon.
Bro, unfortunately, Cimarron is he's got to take care of his health, bro. He he had a scare earlier this year. So, that's probably gonna be on the back burner.
Dang.
But he's doing good. He's doing good. Holler at him when you get a chance.
I'm gonna have to. My grandma told me to ask about him.
Hey, you got to then. And what about you, Ken Dog?
Well, when I was 19, I got beat up really bad. It was just a street fight. He was 6'5", 320, and I was like $150 at the time.
Oh,
I'm 6'4" now, but then I was 6'2". But I was just wasted, mouthing off. I went to Wyotech, which is in Laramie, Wyoming, to be a diesel mechanic. It's a trade school, and that's what I do now. And that's all I've ever done. And my dad told me just go fight the biggest guy, and I did, and I got my ass beat. But I had a busted up face. We're cool now, but other than that, I don't know. I would say either my first fight when Demon Tay hit me like in slow mo, you see it coming, just boom! I had a big shiner from that. A second or third round, that or dude, the American Dragon, my buddy Jake Randall. If you're watching this shit, you hit like a truck, dude. This dude is 5'9" with the same reach as me. I have a 77-inch reach, but he's 5'9". I think he has like a 75. Dude's knuckles drag on the ground.
I'm gonna say, dang.
Yeah, he's like a genetic freak. So if you're watching right now, Jake, screw you, dude. I mean, that's
damn.
not fair. I love that guy.
Jake.
Because we met before the fight, and I'm like, hey, I'm the guy you're gonna fight. We're gonna go and just do our gladiator thing, and afterwards we'll be best friends. And he's like, I like that a lot, and we've been like good buddies ever since. So we've trained a couple times. Well, actually, just one time. But he's part of Backyard Bastards down in Vancouver with Chongo. That's why I'm kind of buddies with them. So Chongo, Napalm. I'm not sure Victor's name, Vic Torres, and Stephen Dodds. They're all really cool guys. Talk to them all the time.
Ninja Steve.
All because I fought Jake. Now I'm friends with all those guys. So, but yeah, I'd say in the second round when Jake damn near knocked me out. I don't know if you saw that fight, buddy, but it's where you could tell my shoulder's torn and I can't keep my left hand up. I drop my hands and he just gets me right in the jaw and it just hits that button. And I'm just like, I was out, dude, on my feet, just wobbling. They gave me an 8 count. And I remember coming to at like 4. I'm like, holy shit. Like, yeah, I snapped it. It was like I was like out of the Matrix, I was like born again, had to like unattach the deal from my head, and yeah, he just straight cleaned my clock. And after that, I'm the kind of guy who I got to get hurt in order to start hurting other people. I feel like I'm just trying to like learn their pace, until you rock me really hard. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a fight. Like I gotta start dealing some damage. And I'd really like to change that. I'd really like to just win fights in the first round by knockout, but wouldn't everyone. So but I really got to get hit really hard to really like turn it on,
No, see, I kind of feel like that's like when I fight. Yeah, I can get nervous. I get whatever. I try to get zoned in. But like the minute I get hit with that first punch or like something, the minute something makes contact, it's like that's when I could really feel all the emotions like gone, and it's full reaction at this point where you're seeing the fruition of my training, you're seeing what I'm doing, I'm looking, I'm observing. But at this point, all emotion has gone out the window. Everything is there. All I'm doing is studying, observing, watching, and it's like, yeah, then the chess begins. Like, yeah, when the door closes, yeah, most everything's gone, but there's still just a little bit.
To be honest, I don't really get the pre-fight anxiety, and maybe that's why I wait and hang out till I get blasted. And then I'm like, oh yeah, and then I'm not going to say I'm one of those guys that sees red, because obviously those guys always, when you talk to a guy like, I just see red, bro. Okay, you can't fight. You just have an anger problem. But I'd really like to just, like this dude, like Ghost just said, just turn on the aggression before you even get there, so I don't have to get hit first. Because I mean, I can get knocked out at any point. So I'd like to be able to just turn it on, literally like a switch, get in there and bang. But I can't, not yet. I've only done 5 fights, so I'll get there. How many fights do you have?
How many fights? What?
How many fights have you done?
Me?
Doughboy.
Doughboys.
I've had 9 fights. I'm about to have my 10th this month.
And you're already champ?
Yep.
Damn.
Is it?
And you're fighting this month, you said?
Yeah, I was fighting on the 30th this month.
Man, you about to be in the Hall of Fame, brother.
Hell
oh yeah.
Yep.
When do I get my jacket? Do I have to wait till the end of the year?
I can't confirm that, but I would imagine so. I would
be perfectly fine with that. That'd be cool.
But you definitely this month or this fight would make you in the Hall of Fame. I wanted to segue real quick based off of what we were just talking about. I feel like we need to touch on confidence, right? Because confidence, just like cardio, is key.
Yep.
Doughboy, we watched a lack of confidence, and then we saw you get to a point of supreme confidence. Can you talk about your journey specifically in that area and how you got to where you're at?
I just I gotta say, I didn't really have confidence in myself until, I guess my fight with Husky. So it took me 2 wins before I started to get some real confidence in myself. Because I just felt like such a loser for I guess losing, which I fought really great fighters. So it's just that's what I took me a long time to realize. I fought really good fighters. Why not just take in the knowledge that you were given by fighting someone better than you, and just apply it on other people. It's just confidence truly just came when I started seeing improvement in myself.
I've always struggled with confidence and thinking, I'm just a fuck up, but like you said, once you start getting a couple wins, you're like, man, I'm actually a pretty cool guy. There ain't nothing wrong with me, and that carries out in every other facet of life. Like the way you walk around. I mean, the women see it, it helps in every area of life. Just by getting a couple wins.
Hey, this is a great compliment to both you guys right here. I don't know if you've seen this.
That one?
King Kyle.
Thank you, King Kyle.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thanks, man.
See, I agree with that 1,000% too, because I was gonna kind of ask earlier, does confidence in fighting, do you feel like fighting gave you more confidence in life? Because I feel like not necessarily in a different aspect for me, because I was always a knucklehead, so I always had no problem causing a problem. But to me, I feel like there's a different confidence as a man where I can look at people being the fool. I can look at people when they start getting loud with me, and I actually have this different confidence to where I know what I'm capable of. So when they're sitting there yelling insults, this and that, I can walk away. Even just times in public where I'm like, you know what? If they're not going to attack my kids or harm my kids, It's just a fucking word. Who cares? And there's just a confidence that that fighting gave me that I never had before. That it was that egotistical lack of confidence where and all someone had to do was look at me funny, and I'd be like, "What the fuck, blah 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 blah," and go start a problem. And yeah, it's crazy
Yeah.
how I could do that.
Yeah, it's the touching back on, staying with the confidence. I rarely go out, but when I do, I bring a mouthpiece, and it's worked one time where
Love
someone
it,
picks a
man.
problem with you, and you say, "Oh yeah, okay," and then you pop that in. I think it's Joe Rogan that talked about it. He's like, "Oh, this guy brought equipment. Maybe I don't want to fuck with this guy," and
Yeah.
it's crazy because I did it and it worked. And he's like, you could the tone totally changed. I just like, all right, and I just put it in. And he just like, "Oh no way." I'm like, "Yeah, it is what it is, man. You asked for it, and it works. It worked for me. I was up in Seattle. It worked for me."
I love that, man. I love that.
Some Green
But
Street hooligans.
you'll never see me say that I'm a good fighter. I know I can do some damage and I can take a lot of damage, but it's still that's still a confidence boost for me, knowing that I have the balls to go and fight on YouTube, and even if I get my ass whooped, and anyone can look it up and see it, the fact that I still go out and I do it, that mad respect to anyone who gets in the cage. I don't have anything negative to say about anyone who gets in that cage.
Respect, man. A lot of people don't realize because there's a stereotype that fighters get. A lot of people don't realize, man, a lot of us are dealing with confidence and self-esteem on a day-to-day basis, myself included. And, just hearing these real stories and situations, it gives people a glance into the person that is the fighter, because we're people at the end of the day,
I don't have an ounce of hate for anyone in my heart. I love mankind. I love animals. I love everything that has a soul, and I don't want to hurt anyone, but I fight for myself, I gotta fuck this dude up to prove shit to myself so I can love myself like I love everyone else.
Mm.
So that's why I fight.
And how far do you want to take fighting? How serious and how far?
Not very far. I'm 33 years old, and I just started last year. I feel like it's too late for me. Basically, I just want to get to a point to where I know that, like, let's say I'm at a gas station and you're not a trained fighter, because most of the time a trained fighter isn't going around looking for fights, for street fights. At least I would hope not. But it just basically get to a point to where I know if you're not a trained fighter, I got this all day, even to you, I have a pretty lucrative career, so it's not like a money thing for me. Like, I don't look to gain any kind of financial gain from fighting. It's just to battle those demons, man. That's the only reason why. So
I like that.
yep, and to make friends.
Gotta step in there. Gotta step out. And like you said, there's no better way to make friends than punching someone in the face. You know what they're capable of.
I know, man. It's just crazy because like half of my friends that I talk to, like, "Oh, bro, I can't spar because if you hit me, it's a fight." And like, yeah, well, if you can't laugh after getting punched in the face really hard, it ain't for you. Then it ain't for you. So,
Oh yeah.
I mean, you gotta, like, sparring is all about, you can wobble someone, ring their bell, but you don't go in for the kill. You let them recover. Like, "Hey, are you okay? Like, I'm sorry, I won't hit you that hard again." And they say, no, you're good, man. So it's some people can't do that. Some people can't do
I
that.
say sorry every time.
I
I'll be
do
like,
too. I
I'll be
feel
like,
that.
oh,
Yeah. Oh my God, I was filming the live feed for the last event, and La Reina was hitting a dude. He's like, "Boom, sorry, boom, sorry, boom, sorry." I was dying. I'm like, "Dude, just keep hitting him, man. He's fine." But it was just boom, sorry.
damn, I knew. All right, man. He's one of my favorite fighters right now. I like him.
Same.
Spun,
Same.
young.
So much,
yeah.
so much grit, so much potential.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was curious because I know I was talking about some fights earlier. Doughboy, you said you have a fight this month. Was that a title fight? I didn't know, or I mean, title defense or no?
I was going to defend my title against Husky.
Okay, so then I guess that answers my question of who you'd want to fight. Are you excited for a title defense for one? And two, in your first title fight originally, did you kind of feel like you had it in the bag when you got that first knockdown in round one? Or was it just kind of like a boost in energy?
I just want to say that I did not knock him down, okay? He totally slipped. Like standing there
Oh,
throwing those punches, I just hit him a couple of times. I swear to God, he was not hurt. I just moved out of the way good enough to where when he countered back, he just threw himself off balance and threw himself on the floor.
never mind. Okay, you're right. You're right. 'Cause I rewinded
Did
it.
I call
Sorry.
the 8 count on that? I don't remember. Did I call it a slip or 8 count?
You did an 8 count.
Okay.
He accepted it, so I think he was like, okay, let me think about it for a second.
Yeah, he was taking a breath. I do remember him taking a good breath.
Freaking, I did. You know, he hit me really good, like caught me really good. The like that one time, like I don't remember like what part of the fight it was, but they put it like in the Instagram reel, the part where he like hit me really good because I messed up and he like really capitalized on it, like hit me a few times. I gotta say, it was really interesting getting the win while being severely hurt myself. Like I'm buzzed, like I'm hurting. I'm like, I really want to finish this guy because I want this belt because I don't know like who's winning anymore because he hit me good enough to where I'm like, dang it, I don't know who's winning. I'm trying my best here.
No, you had it, bro. It was just a matter of like he wasn't a technical boxer, so he was hitting you with like off angle shots, you know. And then you got in the mix a few times with him. So, you know, I understand like heavy shots will distort your judgment, but you know, you were edging it the whole time, you know. Oh yeah. Now, how do you feel about this is a rematch, am I right?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah. So not only is it a title defense, but it's a rematch. Let's talk about that real quick.
Is this the guy that you took the belt from?
No.
No.
This is. I fought this guy. I think basically 2 fights ago. I watched his last 2 fights. I gotta say, I really like the fact that he's really improved since the last time me and him fought. So I'm really liking the fight because I would love it to be an excellent like war for the West Coast. I'd like it to be a West Coast classic over here.
Yeah, where everyone's
Like,
pounding on the cage.
especially for it to be my first title defense and my Hall of Fame fight. I would like it to be something special.
This is
It's
huge,
gonna be
man.
awesome. Clan. I'd rather die than lose personally, but I'll accept the loss if I've been beaten good enough.
Dude, yeah, you'll have to add me and so I can see that fight for sure. I want to see that.
Subscribe to StreetBeefs West Coast if you haven't already.
I'm on it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a banger because both these guys can box. The first fight was a banger, and the stakes are higher now. So, oh yeah, it's gonna be a banger in the hot box of all stages and arenas.
Woo. It's a rematch where the original fight happened too. I just thought about that.
Yep.
Did you
if you need to take snippets from the show, you know, put on social media, you can do that.
Did you have any fighting experience before StreetBeefs, Brandon?
No, I did not. I have never had. Well, I guess I did have like karate training when I was a real little kid, but I didn't really pay too much attention.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I never made it past yellow belt or whatever, but
same right here, dude. I only made it to the second like level, which was a yellow belt.
And there's no fighting involved. It's literally memorizing how to like a certain 20-punch combination. It didn't do anything.
Well, they had us do sparring and whatnot, like and throw kicks at each other.
Okay.
Oh, I never even. Oh, actually, yeah, I did do that. I think I remember
you
breaking
fighting
some boards
lavish?
and shit, but yeah, it's that there was the one time I got my ass beat when I was 19. And also in the same year, I headbutted someone, knocked him out, but I had my teeth clenched like this, and I broke these two teeth, and now they're veneers because I didn't know to, keep your jaw stiff. And it was a drunken house party, and I don't know. Someone hit me, and I headbutted him, broke my teeth. So really, he was knocked out. I had broken teeth, $5,000 dentist bill. So who won that fight? Not me. So that's all I got. Wrestling with your buddies, that's it. So
Are you fighting Ryu? Who you fighting?
Yeah, he's fighting Ryu.
Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off.
you're
Okay.
good. I was done.
Yeah.
I got one fake tooth right here, but it wasn't from a fight. I was in 5th grade, and I remember we were playing football at recess. Me and the Mexican kid were always on the same team. Go figure. And we were the only two Mexican kids. It was the one year I went to this private Catholic school. We just moved, and the people's family had gone there, so I was like, okay, it was different. And we're playing. We go same side. I go to do a reverse, and I'm going to hand him the ball. This fucker runs right into me. And I play football. I play growing up, so I know he's never played football. Bam, collides. Next thing I know, I'm up on the ground and I just have a shocking pain. And I'm like, what the fuck? I get up, I look at him. He's got blood pouring down his face, here to here, big old cut. I'm like, what the fuck? And as soon as I go to say something, my mouth is in pain. My tooth is almost completely gone. The thing chipped off. When it hit him, it ripped and broke in his head. And my shit was broke, so I had blood pouring out my mouth. We're in 5th grade. I just remember all the kids were freaking out, like, we're just covered in blood. And the teachers were coming over, and they're like,
Dude, anyone who's
I
ever
was the only.
snapped a tooth in half knows their pain, bro. It's the worst pain in the world, especially like when it snaps in half and it's still dangling there from the nerve. I don't wish that on anyone, man.
See, I never had that. I ate a Taco Bell taco and broke a molar one time and didn't feel a thing. I was just like, damn, this crunchy taco is a little hard.
Yeah, I'm missing a molar.
Yeah, but no pain. No pain whatsoever.
It's weird how the molars don't. I wonder if there's no nerves in your molars because
there's nerves.
I have a impacted molar and they had to pull it because basically I was pulling on a breaker bar, being a mechanic my whole life. That job alone beats the dog shit out of you. That's why I knew there's a level of toughness I'm entering into StreetBeefs with, because I've been knocked out numerous times on the job, by like, imagine hitting the head with a steel pipe. I mean, It's a lot worse than a punch. So the first time I got punched, I'm like, that's it? Really? Fuck, I take way harder hits than that. With a boxing glove, especially. I've been bare knuckle punched too. I'm like, that's really not that bad. I don't know why I was so afraid of fighting. But I pulled basically a big breaker bar into my jaw and broke my fucking molar. And it cut my cheek, but they had to extract it, take it all out. But that didn't hurt that bad when I broke that tooth. But the front ones, oof, those are bad. Big time. Like you saw, buddy. That hurts.
Yeah. I never first care. I was not scared more yet. I like Ryan's comment. That was funny. That the fact that he finds that pretty painful.
Very, very painful.
What about Doughboy? You ever had? I mean, you maybe not broke a tooth, but you ever had any major anything happen, even not fight related? Any major injury?
So the worst thing that I have had done, like, is I broke my finger. I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
Oh yeah, I see that scar. Damn.
There's three screws in my finger holding it together.
Oh, this guy's cheating. He's got weighted down gloves. That's how he's winning.
Wolverine over here, you know?
You literally got metal in your hands, bro. You
There's
can't even
gloves.
go through
You
a
can't
TSA
feel the
checkpoint.
pins.
That's why you have the extra little umph. I heard it. I knew there was a reason why one glove sounded heavier than the other. Now we know why. All right, Jay, you're gonna have to edit that out afterwards. We can't have people know this secret. That's a secret weapon.
That weighted.
Oh yeah.
Next event, we're gonna
It was
weigh your
actually
hands.
right before my fight with Husky. Like before I broke my finger, I was terrified like to come back because like I didn't think my finger was going to be able to hold up for me to like throw punches and hit a person. And I swear to God, I landed a hook on Husky, a left hook, and I was just like all fear left my body, and I was just like I can do this. So it was just like I was so excited that my hand like didn't break from me throwing a punch. That just carried me throughout that whole fight. I was so excited. I was like, then let's throw as many as we can.
Hell yeah.
Now, I unfortunately have to be the bearer of bad news because this is always my job. We're getting close to the end of the show, so I have to ask Sam K if you have any final questions you have for our two wonderful guests this evening.
And I think we ran through it all, man. If you guys want to go ahead and unless you have any more questions, we can go through the shout outs and any plugins that you guys want to do.
Just love my Scrapyard family. Love Backyard Bastards. Love you guys down on West Coast. And we ain't stopping anytime soon.
Guess I'll just like to shout out myself, Brandon the Doughboy on YouTube. Thank you, like StreetBeefs, for like all the like chances that you've given me, and like I'm loving being the champion.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited to see this fight. I'm gonna be tuning in if it's live. I'm gonna be watching.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I love working on Saturdays. I have my phone right there, and when I get people coming by and I'm doing stuff, I'm like, "Hey, you watch StreetBeefs?"
Yeah.
But thank you both very much.
We
I had a
appreciate y'all.
blast.
Shout out to you guys, Sam K and Buddy.
Yeah.
Have us back soon. If you run out of people, I'm down.
Awesome,
For real.
bro. Well, you guys have a great night, man. It was a great show.
You too. I appreciate it.
Peace.
Man, I can't wait to see that title fight with Doughboy. Oh man, hell yeah!
Gonna be a banger, man. They both are they're both boxers. You know what I mean? So for anyone interested, go check out the first fight. You'll get a glimpse.
And look at both these men's fights. You will see the transformation beginning to now. It is phenomenal. This is one of the reasons why we have people on the show. This is why we bring people back. We just love to see who they've become and just watch the journey, just to be a part of it. It's an awesome thing.
Yeah.
But, before we give you guys those fun little segments like we always do, we got to make you wait just 1 second.
It's funny, like I wouldn't even say we're influenced by 90s music as much as I would just say we're influenced by good music. I think we're very genre diverse. Like we're not really fixated on one particular era or genre of music. I think we just kind of and it shows in our music too that we kind of take the elements of whatever that we do enjoy and try to put it together some way or another. And I think that's true for all of our music.
Musically, would you call yourself polyamorous?
Polyamorous. I like that.
Oh, that's unique. I haven't heard that one.
We're gonna start using that, Jay, on all our files and stuff like that.
If I was y'all, not trying to be funny, I would probably make that the name of a song or an album.
That's good. I like that. It's kind of like a
cool idea. Album and every song is a different genre.
I'm putting that in our bio right now.
I have my moment.
What's up, everybody? It's Jay from Yankee and the Brit bringing you some exciting news. King Palms and Yankee and the Brit are teaming up together to give you an amazing deal. Head over to kingpalm.com, use promo code KPYNB to save 20% off your entire order. That's right, 20% off your entire order just by using the promo code KPYNB. If you want to enhance your smoking experience, King Palms has you covered. Innovative designs, premium quality, and they're all natural. So make sure you go over to kingpalm.com and use the promo code KPYNB at checkout to save 20% off your entire order.
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
Buddy V's fighters to watch. You know, we start off at the scrapyard every time, my home yard. And for this one, I'd have to say the fighter's Thunder. Now, the reason I picked him is because he ended up taking a loss. But here's what was interesting. He went out, and like most fighters, like myself, you dap up the fighters, touch gloves if you want, go to your corners. Most guys, after they come out, touch gloves right before they start swinging. I've always done the same. So Thunder goes to stick his hand out. As soon as he sticks his hand out, the guy and he fight, and it's a different cornbread, not the West Coast cornbread or corn fed or some. I forgot the fighter's name for the scrapyard. He goes and just as soon as the guy has his hand out like this, fully extended, you could tell he's not aggressive. Wham! Slams him straight in the jaw. Thunder gets knocked to the ground. Thunder gets back up and he keeps fighting, but you could tell he got rocked. And because of that, I feel it really put the whole fight into a whole different perspective. I want to see Thunder when he actually has a fair fight. Not saying it was a cheap shot. People have the different opinions on the matter. If you come out, you should come out swinging, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Fact of the matter is, I want to see what happens when he's fully prepared, because I'm sure that he wouldn't have just let that happen. But that's my fighter, Thunder. Second one, StreetBeefs, West Coast, the Protestant. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, when I watched this fight, I had to watch it again. The speed on this man. Holy shit. He was landing hits, and I was just like, his opponent can't do anything. And it was a fun fight to watch. And I'm like, okay, I looked back and I was like, oh man, I can't find any more. What the heck? So please, give me some more fights to watch, Protestant. The third one, StreetBeefs from the OG yard, Shaka Zulu. Now the name right there stands out. I just had to pick it. Obviously people heard the name Shaka Zulu from the Zulu Nation. But this man can fight. I was expecting, decent squabble. His opponent's like, I'm gonna try to knock him out. If not, I might lose, but it'll be a good fight. No, Shaka Zulu came out, and man, he put the work on. This man just had skills. This man had his reflexes on point and everything else. He was obviously the older of the two, because he looks like a little bit of an older gentleman. And let me say, yeah, I want to see him back. I want to see him fight. He's got 2 fights, all from the previous within like the 2 months, I believe. And yeah, I was just like, hell yes, let me see some more. Some fighters kind of stick out. He's one of them. So those are my 3 fighters to watch.
Nice, bro. Those are some good picks. Yeah, that first pick, that's a huge reason why when I'm reffing, I let it be known before the fight starts. If you guys want to touch up now, because that can be a confusing situation if one fighter is expecting and the other fighter is fighting. Another reason why you have to protect yourself at all times, which I let that be known before the fight, starts. So hopefully, what was it, Thunder? Hopefully he comes back and we see him. And Protestant, that's one of my training partners. So that's definitely a great pick right there, man. He had another phenomenal fight last week, and can't wait to see more of them.
See, you guys heard it. I have a reference now. Now you know to look these men up.
Oh yeah. I mean, he was on the show just a couple weeks ago. So if they don't know, they know now. But it might be about that time for some fire, bro. What you think?
A little fire.
Let's go. Yeah, Samke and the Fire 5. We have a great Fire 5 for you guys tonight. Starting things off, StreetBeefs OG Yard. This is 3 versus 3 tag team boxing. This is a phenomenal fight right here. We have MTM3, we have Timinator, we have Mookie, we have Man in the Mirror, we have E, we have Manuel, and these guys went out there and showed out. This was no tippy tap, soft tap and touch and stuff. These guys went out there to bang. 8 minutes of competitive tag team boxing. We saw a variety of styles with 6 different fighters. The skill was on full display. Great IQ and very entertaining. StreetBeefs OG Yard, 3 versus 3 tag team boxing, fire fight. Yeah, moving on. We're going to go to StreetBeefs Scrapyard. Another special fight in the works right here. This is Viking Warrior versus everybody. This is a Shark Tank fight right here, where Viking Warrior fights 17 people, 1 minute rounds, back to back, no breaks. He got the inspiration from StreetBeefs West Coast. We had a fighter by the name of Big Daddy Williams do the same, and man, as well as 619. So Viking Warrior had to come out and break the record. 17 people. Man, this fight had everything you want to see in a fire fight. As I always say, cardio is key, and we saw that on full display. Viking was, he showed the endurance, he showed poise, and he was methodical. No breaks, all gas. Very entertaining firefight. StreetBeefs Scrapyard, Viking Warrior versus everyone, Shark Tank. Moving on. You saw him on the show last week, Hashira Mikey versus Luke Nasty in StreetBeefs West Coast. This was a fire boxing match. These two, man, newcomers, they went out there and they put it all on the line. Two highly skilled, well-matched competitors. We saw a lot of back and forth momentum. We saw two different styles, great pressure, and these guys have endless potential. We definitely want to see them back. StreetBeefs West Coast, Hashira Mikey versus Luke Nasty. Yeah, moving on. We have another firefight, this time coming from StreetBeefs Dirty South. This is Crazy Laura versus The Product. Man, this was a great boxing match. These two fighters were ready to bang. There was no fill out between these two. But as I always say, cardio is key. Cardio is key. Cardio is key. Body work is key. And we saw that. We saw that in this fight. A lot of bombs being thrown. And we saw a lot of tenacity. A lot of tenacity and heart. StreetBeefs, Dirty South, Crazy Laura versus The Product. Firefight. And we're going to end things off in StreetBeefs West Coast. Another phenomenal boxing match, White Fang versus Crash. As you guys can see, the theme tonight is two different styles. We had the pressure fighter versus the range boxer. And one thing that we saw on full display was adjustments being made. And those key adjustments were made to get the victory. We saw a lot of great combinations. And this was just a classic boxing match. Like I said, two different styles and phenomenal firefight. StreetBeefs West Coast, White Fang versus Crash. Sam K and the Fire 5.
Hell yeah. Straight fire with that list.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man. Appreciate you, Young and Lavish. Much appreciated, brother. Yeah, man, it was a great show, man, as always.
Fun, man. Lately, it's just the shows keep going on, not having too much fun. I'm like, that's the way it should be. Boy,
Yeah.
that's the way it not should be. That's the way it is. So now you
Correct,
saying
correct.
about that time?
It is about that time, brother. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to our guest tonight, Doughboy, aka Bread Man. I appreciate you and your time, brother. Ken Dog, it was great having you on and talking with you again. You guys go out and watch these guys' fights. YouTube, StreetBeefs West Coast Doughboy, StreetBeefs Scrapyard Ken Dog. Let's go out there and support. If you guys haven't liked and subscribed the show tonight, please do. We're here, sharing support and love. I want to give a shout out to StreetBeefs OG Yard, StreetBeefs Scrapyard, StreetBeefs West Coast, StreetBeefs Dirty South. We do this for you guys. The people watching us in the live chat, people watching us on playback, we appreciate you guys. Heart in the Fight, always appreciated. Overtime Hustling Magazine, always appreciated. And Buddy V, always appreciated. Jay, always appreciated. And that's it for me, man. If y'all trying to catch us, same time, same place.
Hell yeah. Well, shout out to Zuel, my company.
Yeah.
The proud people that make the merchandise for Yankee and the Brit, MMA Underground. Zuel-Worlds, where you can see it. And like I said last show, the start of spring, there's gonna be a whole release, a whole new line. And I mean, I might be able to show you a little something. I
Sneak
mean, I
peek.
guess I can show you the prototype. I mean, if you guys want. Should I show them real quick for the people that are here?
Yeah.
I got some different colors, but each one is gonna be hand drawn. This is the
Okay.
prototype. Keep in mind,
Okay.
because I'm
Okay.
doing the reverse bleach. So then
Okay.
that way, and then I cut my stencil too, so that's gonna be on the back. So no matter how many times you wash it, the shirt's gonna fade before it does. So yeah, I think the orange one looks a little. You can see the orange one just a little bit better. Yeah,
Nice. Nice.
and I did it like this because
Hmm.
I'm actually about to go graffiti all around my town. And I'm gonna be doing this up around town. And I got this more stencils made by that I cut out. And I'm gonna go be spraying everywhere. And that's gonna be part of my marketing scheme. But you only hear about it here, so shh. I can't have the city know that it really is me. But yeah, Zoa Hypha World, go check it out. Go support. You'll see all sorts of fun merchandise. Shout out to everyone watching. Thank you all. You know, I have a good time. Zoel _ Buddy V for the Instagram because you know I've been posting stories almost all the time. You get to see backstage stuff too, stuff that Jay tags me in from the Yankee and the Brit. So oh man, yeah. Other than that, thank you, Samke. Thank you, Jay. You guys make my Tuesday exciting every single Tuesday. So But in your famous words, Jay, one world, one love, deuces.